Christy Hayes-Devlin, the baby carrier manager at Cybex.
I'm just going with Christy.
Christy's good.
Is that okay? Put the baby carrier manager. That's what I was looking for.
Are we there?
Oh, we're already on. We're just having a whole discussion.
How are you?
Let's have our own discussion.
Did you hear that?
I did. I heard that. Did you see that over there? I can't believe he did that.
Gosh.
That's the worst. Dumb. Dummies.
We have actually, I haven't found any dummies.
We
have dummy babies right here, actually.
Do you? But they're not dummies in the psychological
test dummies.
sense. They're genius babies.
They are genius babies, but
Because
I
they're
actually
yours.
try very hard to not say dummies. I don't like to use that word.
I don't like dummies. But hey, guys, I'm Nat from Twiniversity.
It's very nice to meet you.
This is to tell everybody what you do here and why you're here and why we're talking to you.
I am the new baby carrier manager at
Ooh.
Cybex,
What?
and we have some really amazing new baby carriers.
But you have a nice pedigree. Tell us about your background and why I care about what you say.
So I've just come from a company that I ran for 14 years called Rhapsody Designing Carriers. I founded the Baby Carrier Industry Alliance and sat on the board where I helped to write the standards for the baby slings. And I just have a lot of work that I've done in this industry and a lot of people I've connected with.
The moral of the story is you're not a noob.
I am not a noob. I have 5 children, and my oldest is in college.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Yeah, it's a true story.
Yeah, but it's like, what did you have that baby when you were 9?
4.5.
See? I knew it.
Babies having babies. Hashtag babies having babies. That's what happens. Babies having babies.
So tell us about, so here's how this happened. So now last year I got to take a look at this carrier, and if you look at it aesthetically, it's pretty impressive. It's a little, I found, and this is why we're here. When I saw it, I was like, ugh, this is a little bit out of the reach of twin families, let's say. It's a luxury brand, but it's not. When we got down to the meat and potatoes, as far as being, and we did have meat and potatoes, by the way.
We had delicious. We had delicious.
You didn't
meat
have
and-
any meat.
I
You
did
had
not have
mushrooms.
potatoes, and I had mushrooms.
They had a
and
wonderful
they were lovely.
breakfast. They were lovely. But we were really talking, and as an educator, I value other educators' opinions. And so we looked at this, we talked about this before, and I realized that, okay, I maybe misjudged this and I didn't look at it hard enough because you came at me from a very instructor, educator point, which was great.
I'm a certified baby wearing educator. It's in my blood.
But, sometimes that could be like, it could be a little off-putting to some people, but in no way, shape, or form was our discussion. It was anything but, it was everything, including enlightening. It really was, genuinely.
Thank you.
I'm sorry you didn't get the bagels, by the way. I still feel bad about that.
It's okay.
So
There'll be another trip.
yes, the rainbow bagels. So tell us about the Yema and tell everybody a little bit about what you told me that made me be like, I'm such a doofball. We should have been talking about this for a really long time. So walk us through kind of it on this nice, very fancy lady.
All right.
And then I want to play with it too.
All right, and I am going to have to show you one of the features because I can't show you on the beautiful mannequin.
Yes.
We designed this carrier with the Tragerschule Hamburg, and they are some of the baby wearing experts in Germany. They own a school that teaches all about baby carriers and how to carry your babies.
Time out. Could you please say that again?
Tragerschule, I'm saying it wrong. I'm not German. I don't speak German.
I'm really into
but
this, though.
Tragerschule Hamburg.
I like it. Go on.
All right. Baby Wearing School of Hamburg. And so one thing that we discuss a lot in our industry is how to best support your baby's legs for optimal hip growth. And that's a long conversation. I will not bore you with the details, but I find it fascinating. And this carrier is designed to support your baby's hips. There is a hidden adjustment in this waist belt.
I can't even believe.
And so I'll show you. Open this up.
Bryn's getting.
And then it has markings.
Look
It's
at that.
demarcated so that a new mom who is sleep deprived with two
Hold on,
babies.
tilt it a tiny bit up this way. Nope, that
Okay.
way. Yep.
So a new
There.
mom doesn't have to guess at how wide my baby is 0 to 1 month old. Now, my baby's gotten a little bit older, 1 to 5 months, and so forth. It's adjustable. And then the adjustment is hidden back again, so you have all of the beautiful aesthetics of the carrier.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that fantastic?
I think it's unbelievable. I really do. How easy that was. And I don't know. I'm telling you, like when I get to be a loss for words, I was really, really, really impressed. But I was more impressed when I tried it on.
What impressed you most about trying it on?
That it fit me comfortably.
Yes, because
And it was so easy.
So one of the things I love about this carrier, it adjusts automatically as you put it on. There's no buckles, no snaps, nothing that you have to think about tightening and loosening. So if you are a family that has twins, then mom is carrying the baby, dad is carrying the baby, or both caregivers are carrying the baby. A nanny may be carrying a grandparent. And so the only thing you have to adjust when you put this on is the waist belt. And it is so adjustable that it can go from a 26-inch waist to about a 55-inch waist. And so it fits a huge range. And the only thing you have to do to adjust it is to pull the buckle strap tighter. So when you buckle it through the safety clasp and you close the buckle, this is it. That's the only adjustment that you have to make on this carrier when you put it on.
So that, to me, that says that grandma takes them out, dad takes them out. It's not like I can't mess up mom's settings.
Right, exactly.
Because people do get intimidated, and they, like, you know, we all have a particular way of doing things.
Or if mom takes the baby off so that she can feed, dad can grab the carrier and take care of the other baby effortlessly. Because what happens, this doesn't buckle, it ties on to you. And so you tuck these beautiful straps into these hidden strap holders. They're soft, they're comfortable. So postpartum, you want to be comfortable. You've got a lot going on. And they're so soft. And you just tuck it in. It keeps your straps from dragging on the ground. And then you just put it up over your shoulders. And as I close the carrier,
turn around so we can see.
As I close this carrier, just by crossing it and tying it under my baby's legs, it's already adjusted. I don't have to tighten the straps. I don't have to move the baby. This has already been adjusted exactly. And if you were to put this on, even though you're so much taller than me, it's going to fit you.
I know. I can't
exactly.
believe that. I guess I just didn't think about it. I really didn't. I really didn't think about it, and I'm like, I should have thought about this. You're really wearing the nice pattern.
I'm wearing the Birds of Paradise. This is beautiful. And so it's designed to be like a flower. It's inspired by some of the world's best handbag designers. It's beautiful. The embroidery is three-dimensional. It's incredible. And so as your baby grows, this flower is going to open up, and it's going to give your baby a broader view of the entire world. It is the most beautiful thing because your baby's growing this personality and your carrier's growing with your baby, right?
Aww.
Isn't that the most sweet thing?
I love that.
The weight limit that we've tested to is 15 kilograms or 33.1 pounds. And you can carry your baby from the time that they are 7.7 pounds. And that's really important to twin families whose babies are often small. You know? So
Yes.
And as your baby grows, then you can easily move the baby to the hip. All you do is shift the carrier to the hip. And instead of putting it over both shoulders, you put both pieces over one shoulder. And then the carrier goes under the baby, under his legs, here, I'll put my baby in.
Put your baby in.
This guy's a little bit smaller than an average baby. But
there's a little pause.
So I tuck him right into this carrier. You see how it supports his legs so beautifully. And then all I do is I tuck this underneath my baby's legs, and I can tie it in a knot here, or I can bring it back around to tie it in a knot behind me. And what's beautiful about this is that now I have one baby who can just ride on my hip, and I have my hands free so that I can grab his brother.
Okay, now this was my selling feature. All right, so come on, guys. You know that this is our reality, right? So this was the piece that made me realize that we should have been talking years ago. So here's even if this was front-facing, right? Like even if you were wearing this traditionally with both straps over both shoulders, I never thought about when I'm holding this kid where she is in placement of the buckles and the snaps and the adjustments. So while other carriers, yes, they definitely fit perfect families, but if you are going to be carrying and wearing one and carrying another, so let's say you're walking up and down steps, so you live in a walk-up in, wherever, name your place here, or if you ever think that, you want to go places strollerless, you're gonna the buckles and straps will interfere or rub against the baby.
Exactly. Or if you just have it's that witching hour, and having two crying babies is such an overwhelming thing. If you can put one baby in the carrier on the front, and you can just carry the baby. I could have this over my shoulder and have a little to the side, and then again I can pick up his brother and I can bounce this baby. So I'm not holding two babies, and there's no buckle that clasps into this. This is not going to bother my second. I just sit and I bounce them and I rock them and I sing to them. I watch TV. But This is incredibly, in fact, I've spoken with a lot of parents who have back problems. And what they love, most carriers cannot be crossed over in the back.
Yeah.
This carrier is crossed over in the back, and it is so comfortable for moms with back problems and dads. Well, right now it's in that hip carrier. I'll show you.
Okay.
Let me just untie it for you.
Hold on, little baby.
I will not drop my baby.
I'm not worried
Well,
about
you know, it's
dropping
funny.
the
So my babies did have names, but then we gave them new clothes, and so now they have new names. I have 5 children. I've had my time choosing baby names, I guess.
It's a good time.
So, I'm going to show you. I can carry the baby just in the center, which is traditionally how I would do it, or I can scoot the baby just a little bit off center if I need to carry a second child, and it's still incredibly comfortable. And then watch the back straps. They cross, and because it's low on the baby, I'm not crossing it high. This is distributing the weight across my entire back.
Yeah.
And it's very, very comfortable. The buckle is the padded structure here. Can be really great for a cesarean, incision. It keeps everything supported and not rolling into your belly. Can you tell I love this carrier?
I can, and could you know what's funny about you loving this carrier? It makes me love this carrier, and also being with you, I'm so calm. Like, you guys know, like 20 minutes ago, not so calm. There's something so soothing.
I think
about
that I'm making oxytocin just holding, because when
Is
you're
that
carrying
it?
your baby, this isn't a real baby, of course, but when you're carrying your baby,
Yeah, it's also
you get that love
triggering
hormone.
memories.
Right?
Good.
And so you're releasing all those feel-good hormones.
So nice.
You're a stressed out new mom, your baby's stressed out, and all of a sudden you have the love hormones.
Question.
That is a really interesting question. So it's certainly a possible thing to do. Our carriers have not been tested to that. There's really not a way to test
I don't think
carriers
there's
for
really
that.
any carrier that isn't a twin carrier that's been tested.
Exactly.
However,
but if you work with a baby-wearing educator,
Yes.
there are many certified baby-wearing educators throughout the U.S. and throughout the world, then they can individualize with you and work to ensure that you can comfortably carry both babies and make sure that you're protecting their airways and that you've thought about all the things that you might need to think about when you're carrying 2 babies.
yeah, and honestly, I'm not saying that you have like another thing to do, but if you're wearing a carrier and you're questioning the way that you're wearing it, you really should ask somebody about it. So, like, I know a lot of families try to use wraps to tandem carry, but you can definitely do that wrong. So we don't want to do that wrong once. It's got to be done right 1,000 times, and which is
and the
why
way that
you
we have
just
lactation
go,
consultants.
Yeah,
You
but
have
people
enough
don't
to
realize
learn.
that.
We
People
have these
don't
baby-wearing
realize that these
special.
people who know, like I mean, I know about it because this is what I do, right? But most people do not know that they could take local classes about baby wearing. Even if there's not like an official class, there's often Facebook communities
There are
about baby.
nonprofit groups and
Yeah.
meetings like breastfeeding meetings, except for carrying babies, that you can find in your area quite
Yeah.
often.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty impressive. So this little, how do we wash it?
It is machine washable, and then you just hang it to dry. In fact, I always tell parents they should have 2 carriers at the least, but ideally 3. 1 to wash, 1 to wear, 1 for backup, because
Yeah.
babies are wet, messy creatures. So that's always nice because they are machine washable. And again, we have these beautiful loops to hold your straps so they won't get all tangled up in your wash, or you can put it in a pillowcase if you
Yeah.
want. But it's just machine wash with the ordinary detergent, and then you just hang it to dry.
My next favorite feature that I love, could you show them how tiny it gets when
Yes.
you fold it up? So if you wanted to always have a carrier with you and you wanted to keep it in the bottom of your stroller, I can't believe how small this gets.
So I could fold it neatly, but I don't have a table in front of me, so I'm just going to wind it up.
This is reality. We're not going to be like, let me fold a
You
carrier.
would be surprised at how many people really find a lot of joy in folding their carriers up. It's it's like the beauty of a nicely made drawer or anything else. It just brings people. Not me.
I know
I'm not
nothing
one of those
about
people.
that. I'm lucky my socks match,
But
that's why I don't
can
wear them.
just
It's just
drape.
better that way.
you just buckle it together, and you can pull the buckle tight here, and it contains your carry in this nice little teeny tiny pocket. And so it tucks under your stroller. It can tuck into your bag.
Do we get a bag with us?
Yes, I actually.
I remembered that we get a bag with us.
I'll show you. Just
Okay. We're all right. We're not in a rush. We got, what are we? Oh, you know what? Do you think it would be okay if we gave 2 away?
For your people, for twin moms and twin dads, I think we have to.
And we're doing 2, right?
2,
Okay.
yes. In the pattern that they choose.
What?
Yes.
I thought we were only we could have any pattern. I have to look at
Yes.
Eric and be like, are
I
you
do
sure?
have to say, we have just launched the new Anna K print, which is beautiful but not yet available, so they can't choose the Anna K.
Okay.
Even though it's gorgeous. But we
Okay.
have the koi, and we have the birds of paradise, which you just saw
Yes.
on me. We have the hide and seek there, that beautiful
the
camouflage and
butterfly one.
butterflies.
Yes.
You know, so you go ahead and you take a look at the website, and you figure out which pattern. In fact, you should comment and tell us which pattern you love, because I want to know which pattern you love the most. I know which one I like, but I want to know which one you like.
I can't believe this. Oh, I'm so excited. I didn't know we were really going to get to choose any pattern we wanted.
Any pattern you
I'm
want?
so excited for you, by the way. Like, my excitement isn't for, I'm excited for us as a team.
This is what parents can bicker about now, is do we get the hide and seek butterfly? Do we
could they get
the
one of
Manhattan
each?
gray? You can choose.
I like this. Erica, is it okay? It's like when you look at your mom, is it really? We could have dessert first? That's what's happening.
All the
Okay.
ice cream. All the ice cream.
Oh my God. Okay,
You can have these come
so
packaged.
see, this is why I'm into this. By the way, guys, you know what to say and what time it is, so shout it out loud. Also, I want to do something else too.
Okay,
I
tell me.
would, Julie will, so if you want to win the carriers, you just say, what should we make them say? Like, I always make them say something funny. Because
Something
not everybody
funny.
wants to win the carriers, and I don't want to give a carrier away to somebody who doesn't want it. I want genuinely the people. So, what if we
could make them say something funny about one of our prints. Make up a little funny sentence about our
No, they
hide
have to
and
all
seek.
say the same thing.
The same thing.
So why don't we just, I don't want to say like it's carrier time or I carry my babies or where all the babies?
Where are all the babies?
Okay.
Where are all the Cybex?
Where all the Cybex? That they may spell it wrong, but we're going to still
That's
take
okay.
it because it took a hot minute. So if you want to win 2 of these unbelievable carriers in the print of your choice, by the way, which is really shocking me in a weird way. I don't know. I should have expected
No,
that,
and they are
but I
so
didn't.
beautiful. We have worked with some really wonderful fashion designers to create our fashion collections. They're in person.
My
you can't even
favorite
imagine.
part is when Erica and I were in the village and they had human mannequins demoing all the babies. And I walked in and I was like, hello, humans. I was like, they just stood there all night. I was like, is this not the best job you've ever had? Standing there. I was like, can I
Yes.
get you something? You need water? I was worried
Do you know
about
what's
them.
beautiful? So our tagline is for all tomorrow's people. So when you say hello, humans, right? For all tomorrow's people. Did I get that right, Erica? Yeah.
Look, she's
And,
good. She studied. She did good.
And so those are tomorrow's people who were
Yeah.
in the carriers yesterday.
Oh my gosh. So where are all the babies? If you would like to win,
We're all
where
the
are all the
Cybex.
Cybex?
We're all the Cybex.
Thank you, Bren. Thank you. So all you have to do is comment, and that's it. Also,
And I would like to get you into one of our new Myra carriers before we go offline, if that's okay.
I'm totally cool with that.
Okay, good. 33.1 pounds. They measure it in kilograms. We're a German company. Cybex is a German-based brand, and so we've measured it up to 15 kilograms.
we're just going to say 33 pounds.
33 pounds.
Don't be pushing
about
it.
7.5 to about 33.
You're also going to, by the way, know. You're going to kind of know when it's time to not wear that child anymore. There's going to be a part of your body that's screaming, saying, please don't do this. Please don't do this anymore.
But
We're
there's
tough.
always that time when you're walking and all of a sudden one of them says, I'm so tired. And so when you have this little carrier just tucked into your stroller,
Yeah.
even though you don't think you're going to carry them, you're not hauling a baby up the stairs.
I'm going to make Julie carry me around baby shows from
I
now
think
on.
you should. I think
I'm only
necessary.
32 pounds, so I make it. The Yema Click?
The Yema Click carrier is a carrier that we launched in Germany. When we looked at what's here in the U.S. market, what we decided is the Yema Click carrier is actually a really amazing carrier, but we love the tie so much more for the moms in the U.S. It's soft. It's bringing things that are not currently in our market. It is creating a space and functionality that is just nowhere to be found in the U.S. right now. And so we worked together as a team, and we looked at this, and we said, this carrier is incredible. We want to focus all of our energy and attention on telling
Okay.
people how amazing it is.
So there you go. Look at them researching. Look at them knowing things. You know the taglines of this company. They
Some
know
might call me an
secret
overachiever.
carriers.
I'm going to grab a Myra
really.
so I can show it to you.
She's gonna grab that. Could you come here and meet everybody? Come on, because that's like my family. So this is Erica.
Hello.
She's one of my faves. Like
Hi,
she really
twins.
is one of my twins. That's
Hi,
nice.
twins.
So Erica and I go back 3 years now? Now, really, how long do we know each other? It's so more than 3 years.
It's got to be more than 3 years.
You think it's about 6 or 7?
Probably closer, yeah, absolutely.
So we know each other for a few minutes, and she's been one of my faves. And you know when you meet people and you're like, yeah, she needs to be part of my life? And I really did get lucky that you work with brands I like.
Good.
Which is good. Thank you
no
for that,
problem.
by the way.
It's my pleasure.
That's really, really, because if it was somebody else, I don't know if we could be.
We couldn't be friends.
We can only be, real
See
friends.
each other from a distance.
We couldn't be, on camera.
True.
Could you... You're being super generous to us.
Of course.
Yes. We kind of asked. We have a bonus prize to give away at the end, and I'm telling you right now, you really need to just hang on for a few more minutes. I do want to try on the new carrier.
Sure.
And then could you come demo our fancy prize that we're giving everybody that they're going to go crazy?
No problem.
That's why it's like, I knew you were giving us those, so I didn't think we were going to get to pick those. I was like, oh, this is a lot of money for them to spend. So I say thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay, so...
Be back soon.
All right, go have fun, enjoy.
Right.
Go frolic in the fields. Are we ready?
We're ready. So I'm going to show you something really neat about this carrier, and then I'm going to hold the microphone so you can try the baby on. Does that sound okay to you?
I'm totally fine with this.
Oh, it's just one baby, though.
I'll wear 1,000 babies. I don't mind.
Right?
I'm
But
not intimidated by any of this.
I'm not going to hand you twins and make you juggle them today. You get a break.
Oh, I love a break.
So just like the Yema, our new Myra carrier, this is brand new, by the way. This is not even in stores yet. And it has all of the same functionality and comfort points that easily shared between caregivers, the automatic adjustment that our Yema has.
Yes.
It's a very different style design, whereas the Yema is much more of a handbag style. This is a little bit more of a sporty style, so it's a little bit more of a backpack or a sportier handbag style. But in addition to the width adjustment that we had in the other carrier that I showed you, I love this. You're gonna be blown away. You can adjust how tall the front of the carrier is for a little baby, or for a bigger baby, and it's hidden away in the panel just like this. So you have those width adjusters just like we did in the last one. See, can you see those? So I have those well. There you go. And they're marked just like with our Yema, but you also can adjust the height, which is a really incredible feature because that means that as your baby grows, the carrier just perfectly with you.
Oh, man.
Right? I'm very excited about this.
I'm very excited about this.
So it doesn't have the opening flower, which is sad because the opening flower is amazing, but it does have this other thing, which is pretty fantastic.
Okay.
The other thing about this that I want to tell you,
so
especially,
excited.
right? If you're a twin mom, it can be great because you may have a baby on one hip and a baby carrying the other. This buckle floats. What that means is you can move the buckle so it's on one hip. You can put it on the other hip just by adjusting it. And you're going to love this. The safety feature, you don't have to push any buttons. It just slides to lock. And with one hand, you unlock it. Isn't that magic? Right? That's amazing.
It's
and you can
witchcraft.
Practically.
That's what that
yeah,
is.
and you can still tuck your waistband away if you don't want the straps to hang.
I dig it.
So, the rest of it, we have the loops and everything are the same as they were with the Yema. We have our
Yes.
carrying loops and things.
Yes.
But I would really like you to try this on and
That
tell
cord
me
comes
what you
out of the
think.
bottom, so I'm giving you a heads up.
Thank you. So you're telling me you want me to pull on this, the cord falls
If you
out.
do, it will. It's all right. We'll always make it work.
January is when we expect it to be released in the United States. Yes. Yeah. And so our Yema start at $199.95 for the gray one that you see here, and then we have a black and a navy blue that are very they're denim, and then from there they go up depending on. And we're actually going to give this baby on the far right is the one I want you to try. He's the right size. He looks so sweet. He's wearing a bow tie. So he's about 3 or 4 months old.
Just let this go.
Just let it go.
Or could I do this so that it doesn't dangle?
Well, remember you have those fantastic strap holders, but you could do that, of course. So
Like MacGyver it.
Nat's super smart. You can tell she's done this a time or two before. She just tucked her waist straps up into the belt of the band so that it's not in the floor. She knows where it's at.
It's okay. Auntie Erica loves you.
Auntie Erica's going to take care.
Baby's big.
Right? This
What
is a little
baby, 96, 7 pounds?
about that.
No, how
Same as
seriously?
me. No, he weighs about 10.5 pounds. He feels heavier.
He does.
Yes, he doesn't hold his own weight very well.
He doesn't. Oh my gosh.
Right. So he's
Okay.
about a 4-month-old baby, and you don't need to worry too much about the carrier at first. Just hold your baby like you want to hold him. And then you're going to lift this waistband up a little bit so it's up here under his butt. So just pull the whole band is going to come
Oh,
up.
the whole band.
Right. So
Okay.
instead of
Did
putting
you
the
see
carrier
that?
down, the
Okay.
band right here is where your baby's going to sit. So
Okay.
she just picked that up a little bit. Now these just go up over your shoulders.
All right. Hey, little buddy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Hey, little little bunny. Mommy's got you.
There you go.
What's happening over there? So now if I'm doing this, okay, so let's turn around. If you have to put the mic, when I'm pulling this, when I'm holding one, could I let his coolie go or no?
You do not want to let go of your baby if you're holding just one. Either you want to hold them both or you want to do one at a time. If you hold both of them, then you can let go of your baby because the straps will hold him. But for one at a time, always keep a hand on,
This is
right?
so comfortable. It really is.
I don't tell lies.
I know. I just felt his legs. He would have been crying. I would have known already. I was just feeling that I was squashing his little legs. He's okay. You're all right. I'm going to name him Brandon.
He said he still loves you.
I know he does because he has a bow tie. I don't know. It's Brandon. Thing is very 90210 kind of day.
Brandon the bow
This is a
tie.
story thing upstairs. I'm going to also make this a bow. I don't know why I did that.
All right, so when you
that's
are
like the
tying
wrong
the
thing to
carrier,
do.
though, you don't want to make a bow unless you double knot it. You can double knot it if you love the bow,
I'm never getting out of this, though.
right? And you
He's
have this
never getting
hood.
off of me.
She's taking my doll home. I got to
Wait a
fight her
second.
for him.
I can't do. I'm panicking that I'm never gonna get this baby off. So I'm gonna I can just make 2 knots though, right?
Yeah, just a regular
Just regular people knots.
Perfect.
Hi, little buddy. Maybe I'll name him Gilligan because he's my little buddy.
That's beautiful.
That's it. You think it's good?
It's
Do you know? The other day we were in.
Look at you. You're starting to bounce
We
him.
were. I can't control it. We were in such bad traffic, me and my sister and my twins, that we couldn't listen to the radio anymore because it was the same song 12,000 times. So we decided to pull up. Words of old theme songs, and we read like slam poetry, Gilligan's Island. I did not know. I
And you
didn't
didn't
know.
film it.
No, I was driving. I was trying to keep us alive.
Well, then good. Your
That
kids
was
didn't
my
film
drive.
it. That's
My
fantastic.
kids loved it because we're like, is this a real song, a theme song, but you sing it slam poetry style? It was great.
That's
okay. Sorry,
awesome.
Gilligan wants to know what we do next.
Oh my
It's all
gosh.
right, little buddy.
Well, the next thing that you do is you go and you chill with your baby. You have a good day. But you do have, as your baby gets older, a new baby, as I'm sure that I don't have to tell you. With a brand new baby, you don't want to cover up his little face. You want to see his face because, first of all, he's sweet. Second of all, he's a new baby. You want to keep a look at him, right? But as he gets older, 4 to 6 months old, and his respiratory system matures, if you want to cover him to keep him from the sun, we have this hood.
Or the paparazzi,
Or the paparazzi.
because he's Gilligan.
Because he's Gilligan. So these slide up and
I
down.
was like, where is that? What are you doing over there?
Okay, I was going to hold the microphone to the clip so you could see it. I'm not even kidding. So there are a couple of different loops that you can use. You can use this bottom loop right here. You could have it lower, or you can use this top loop when you're in a back carrier. You have a lot of options with this carrier, which I love.
Hold on. So I'm using this. This is a little tight. I could lower this down.
Yeah, you can lower it.
Okay, how do I do that?
It's brand new. It'll slide once you've done it a few
No, it's
times.
sliding good. I'm just afraid that I'm going to break it. So I don't want to.
Oh.
I don't want to force it.
You would have to
I've
work very hard to
broken-
break it. These are
I've
durable.
broken many a prototype in my life, and I know that he's not. Okay, look at this. Oh
And
my gosh.
yeah, if you wanted it to be looser, then you can just use the taller one or the long straps. You have options. We love options at Cybex, right? Every family's different, and we've got something that's
Are
going to
these
suit
like
you.
waxed or plastic? What are
Plastic.
these?
These are
They're
plastic,
so
yes,
they could
plastic
slide.
sliders. Mhm.
So they're not going to wear out. That's
No.
what I'm thinking.
No. And there is no infant insert required.
Because we have the movable piece, remember?
Exactly.
So instead of having an insert, everything is in this secret band.
And with a newborn, you just put the baby on a little bit differently. So instead of putting the baby just above the waistband, like I've showed you, you actually put the waistband, the top of the band lines up with the top of your baby's diaper, so that when you pull the carrier up, it's a little bit shorter and your baby's head remains free, and you can see him and smell him and watch him. So I'll show you what I mean here.
This is crazy.
So the carrier here on my
so
4-month-old is
comfortable on the back.
great, and it would just be a little bit shorter if I lowered my baby down to a little squat by putting him lower. It's hard to see in a video. It's in our instructions, so.
What? Yes. You can.
So there's also, when you carry the baby on your back, you can carry the baby by crossing the straps or putting them straight under your arms. And with this one, you have an optional sternum strap or chest buckle that you can use if you're having it in a backpack style carry. You don't have to use it, but it's there. And you know, I'm going to tell you else. This is the perfect size and shape to clip a little pacifier clip onto. So you can use it to keep your baby's things off the floor when you're walking, which is fantastic.
But come here, Bryn. Come see this. Like, come see how nice and close you are. And he has plenty of space on his little face, so he's not, like, mushed up against me by any means. He's there, and look, he could hold me and be like, I love you, Mama. And I'm like, Gilligan, you're always my favorite.
Look around and see everybody.
Oh, my gosh. Come on now. I'm not doing this again, but it's fun to pretend we're a play baby. I'm good.
There will be grandbabies someday, theoretically, right?
We're
Yes.
going to have 9 or 10 more. Erica's going to have at least triplets.
Ah. Yeah, they didn't see her face when you said that. Can the
She
baby
was
face
happy.
forward?
She was
You know, that's an
forward.
interesting question. So let me tell you about this. When they have studied babies, what they found is that around 3 months old, babies are beginning to push up. They're using their hand to push themselves off the floor, and they start to turn. And you think, my baby wants to turn around. But actually what they're doing is they're learning how to roll over. So you are acting like floor time or tummy time for your baby. And so if you turn your baby facing forward, the baby can't do that practice,
You
those
can't
push-ups.
get that tummy time.
Exactly. And also, babies actually use their parents to turn away from stimulation and hide their faces. And this is a neurologically wired sort of activity. When the baby faces out, the only thing the baby can do is go to sleep if he's overstimulated. So what Cybex has done instead is we have designed a carrier where the baby can continue to face you, but it can be used on your hip. So when you feel that your baby starts to want to see the world, what you do is you just shift the baby onto your hip. They can still use you for a push-up bar, and they can still hide their face, and they can still interact with the whole world around them. So instead of a facing forward option, we have the hip carry option, and it's really comfortable.
I am...
What the Chagashula recommends is that when the baby begins sitting up independently or nearly independently, when the baby's got some trunk control as well as head control, that's a good time to switch your baby to the back. If you have a baby with special needs who's developing more slowly than average, you would just want to consult with your caregivers and your medical providers.
So we could start this from 8 pounds, right?
Yes, 7.5, 8 pounds.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at. So we're not wearing this out of the hospital, but there's really no carriers you could wear out of the hospital.
When you're leaving the hospital, somebody else should be
9
carrying
pounds?
your babies and rubbing your feet.
Oh
And
my
yeah,
gosh.
I had my
First
small.
babies were 9. How big
My
are your
smallest was 8.5.
Wow.
And my biggest was 10.5.
babies? You crazy singleton parents.
Growing all the big babies.
Oh my God. My babies were 4,
Right.
6.
So do you
I
want
could
to?
put both of them, like if I stack them, but I would not have done that. The NICU
No.
would have frowned upon that.
You think so?
I do think so. So now look, this is a great option. And we're saying, like, why would this be appropriate for a twin family? Do you know how luxurious it would be to leave the house carrying one baby and having one baby in a stroller? So a lot of times for, your baby showers, people are giving you single strollers or you're getting hand-me-downs. But of course, you don't always get a hand-me-down double stroller because that's a rare occurrence. But a lot of times you could have a coworker or a family member give you a single stroller. So we have the Pocket stroller, which is like, I swear to you, this is like the tiniest. Oh, look, I could hold the mic. Hold
Two
a
free
stroller.
hands with every carrier.
Erica, I want you. So we don't talk a lot about single strollers at Twiniversity. It's just not something that we do. But there's so many airlines. Do you know this? That won't gate check a double stroller. Do you know this? It's not even allowed. You can't even bring it in. You got to check it at the front. So you have nothing to get through the airport with. So this is a great way to travel in an airport especially, but of course we could do regular day-to-day grocery shopping or whatnot. And so having a stroller that is unbelievably lightweight, super portable, and folds into nothing is not the worst thing to add to your baby registry or have in your arsenal of baby goods. So you do have to tell me about this because I have to tell you the truth. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how much I know about this stroller, I'm going to say like it's a 3.
It's a 3.
Yeah, it's low. I mean, I know about it more as a kind of like a subjective thought. And I'm like, if people ask me in Twiniversity what's like the, most travelable stroller, especially on like New York City subways and stuff, you're the go-to. Yes. But I know that because you have such good reviews and I feel comfortable with it. Ooh, Mercy's coming back. She's going to bother us. Get ready.
She would never bother
So
us.
tell us.
What we have here is actually the Pocket Go. So this is a new version of the Pocket for us. And so this is your infant car seat carrier. So you can snap on any of the Cybex or GB infant car seats. And it comes with just the frame. So it folds down just as compactly as the original pocket, which I'll show you in just one moment. But it is just focused on the infant carrier itself. And then as the family moves out of the infant car seats, there is a fabric kit that can be sold separately, and they can purchase that and then convert it into the original pocket again. So let me grab the original pocket. I can show you the features of that.
I love it. So you could see them over here on the wall. There's all the pockets and the cubits and all these strollers. But this here, look at this guy. Mm-hmm. Wow.
The travel stroller that everybody needs. It holds the Guinness World Record for the smallest fold.
How did you do that, by the way? Did you have to call them and be like, hey, Guinness, we have an idea?
You know, people smarter than me figure that out. So, you know,
always how we get a world record.
Yeah. So this it really is your best travel stroller here. Has the 5-point harness with all the pads in there, so it's very comfortable for the child. There's an underseat basket that can be accessed from the back, so you can store all of your belongings under there. The front wheels do swivel, but they're also lockable as well. So if you're over some cobblestone or uneven terrain, that will help as well. Sunshade here blocks out the sun rays. But of course, the way that it folds is what it's famous for. So it's the 2 triggers here.
I can't even handle it.
And it folds down, down to the compact package here. So this is airline certified. It fits in the overhead bin of any airline. Carry it on the plane with you. Don't have to worry about it getting lost in checked luggage. So you are all set to go, and it opens as simply as that. So
come on now.
I know.
That's crazy.
And tell them what they're going to get.
So guys, you have the opportunity to perhaps have 2 of these in your home. Oh, are we doing 2? Is that okay?
2, yes.
Okay, good. All right, just making sure that I'm not speaking at a school. So this is absolutely a legendary experience. How much are these, by the way?
These retail for $199.
Wowie, wow, wow. Mm-hmm. I mean, this has been like a very generous day. Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You're always really, really, really good to us.
Well, you're very good to your followers, and we want to help support these families.
I try. But it makes me want to have more kids just so I could play with all this fun stuff.
That can probably be arranged. So,
no. Well, if you do, I mean, I'm no pressure, and I like to do it, but I will take care of anybody's babies that is in with a 20-minute drive. That's it. That's all I could do.
I'm out of range.
Because I don't want you are out of range. You're very out of range. But if I ever get there, and they can pop their Yema right underneath in the carry pocket.
Yep, it fits right under there. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So if you want to win 2 of these, what should we make them say? Do you want to? Oh, could we just bring him into the picture?
How about pack your pocket?
Pack
a pocket.
A pocket.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally, it works.
Yeah.
I like it. I like what you like. So if you want to win, all you have to say is pack a pocket, and this is your prize for hanging in and learning about everything that we talked about today. When is this coming out? January, so mid-January, remembering. We'll remind you anyway, so don't get worried about it. Like, we'll find out the actual date, we'll do an email, we'll let you know. When it's out, you will definitely know, and you will be able to put your carrier underneath your pocket stroller. Go on. I can't believe you're doing that. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I'm really that excited. I'm excited for you because I would use it. If I were having kids, this would be something I would have bought. And when I know that you guys get the opportunity to have something that I secretly want, I get extra excited.
Perfect.
So I'm really genuinely extra excited. And Gilligan is super excited for you as well.
He is.
He's sleeping, though, because he likes to listen to my heartbeat. It's like the sound of whale songs. I don't know what it is. So, yes. So go ahead. Shout out. Julie is online with us. She's going to pick a random winner. That's literally how it's done. And this is great. Look at us.
Cybex family here.
We are. We are. I've been with you guys for a long time. It's such an honor to watch, the products that come out. Like if you go back on Twiniversity, you'll see they've always been part of our team. I remember when I did a car seat video of the original Aton with Elizabeth and Elisa from the Car Seat Lady, which is one of our most watched videos on YouTube to this day.
Perfect.
They like it. But they're fantastic car seats. They're the car seats that, would definitely be on, our registry. I love the way that you could install them. I've always been super excited. And that evolution of the car seats has spawned everything else. And it's really extraordinary. You used to have a double stroller though, but I won't bring it up. Hello, I did bring it up. But it's okay. It was very expensive though. So maybe some point in time, this could be a double stroller, but I can't imagine it would be. It's so small. I don't think I'd want to mess with it. I think it's perfect. So Julie, let me know when you have a winner picked. And, of course, we want you to always remember, go to Cybex for, it's just Cybex? Or
Cybex-online.com.
Cybex-online.com for full information. Julie will link their Facebook page and their Instagram feed. But you really want to make sure you're following them as well as us, because when these things are released, they're going to be shouting it from the rooftops. We'll be right there along with them. But just if you don't want to miss a beat, you definitely want to make sure that you're following them. So thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gilligan.
Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Julie.
it.
Thank you, Bryn. She's been so good to us, and we are pretty much done with this show. You guys are kicking it off for me.
Thank
so
you.
see you later, alligators.